Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. I'm going to share this real quick on Facebook just so people know we're live. Hope you guys all had a great holiday weekend. All right, share it on Facebook. I don't know if any of the Facebook people even come over to watch, but hey there, Rick. How you doing, brother? Hey, I don't know if you got my text earlier because I didn't hear back, but did you happen to check in the? I'm trying to find my title for the dang van because they're going to be taking it in. So I wanted to see if you could check in the truck for me and see if it was in that glove box because I know that's usually what I do with them, but if not, I got to go tomorrow anyway to the Secretary of State, so I'll just have to pay for a new one. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, Richard. Hey, sis. How's it going, Don? I hope you guys are all having a great week. It's been kind of rough for me, to be honest, mentally and physically, but getting through it. It's just that time of year for a bit. Okay, thanks, Rick. Yeah, I didn't know. I should have just called you. I didn't know if you got the text or not. So, hey there, Daniel Barry. How you doing, buddy? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey there, Robert. Hey, Jerry. I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. Hey there, Mark. How you doing, buddy? How's the puppers doing? How's Charlie? I will be doing. Hey there, Jen. I will be doing another auction tonight, but it's going to be a redo. The person that won this auction like 3 weeks ago never paid up, so it's time. I gave it time, but yeah, we're going to re-auction this box. It's all just a box of nothing but LT stuff. There's piles of drunken dizzies in there. Some of them got funny little sayings on them. Bottom pounders. There's a bunch of the new dizzy droppers, which ain't even out yet. They'll be coming out. I'll be coming out with them probably in December, but yeah, this box is just packed full of them. Chuck H won it for $75 like 3 weeks ago, but yeah, so I'm gonna redo it. Uh Give him tummy rubbings for me. Hey there, Richard. No, the truck, John. I ended up selling it to Rick's grandson for $500. So I paid 2,000 for it. Didn't even get to drive it for a full year, and then I sold it for 500. But they got it fixed. They've been his grandson's driving it now, so but I hope you guys are having a good week. I got a few different things to talk about tonight. I'm really hoping that the people that put their kids in for these giveaways start watching the videos because I really didn't want to have to reach out and tell parents that their kids won. I mean, I'd rather basically watching the video is a really small fee to get a kid a rod. So I was really hoping kids, parents and stuff would watch them, but already, like last week, I'm still waiting on the person to claim this for their son. Haven't heard back yet, so just waiting. But also the trout rod or the rod that I used in the trout video today, somebody hasn't claimed that yet either. I mean, I can reach out and tell them, but at the same time, it's like I said, it's kind of a just a short thing to help me. But this rod right here, I wanted to talk about tonight, guys. It is the Zebco Dock Demon. It was one that was donated. I believe it was donated by John. I think he donated it, but this rod right here was really awesome. I hope you guys watched the video I just put out today. It was a trout fishing video, and I actually took this Dock Demon out on the streams. It's got a decent drag, definitely good enough to handle any fish, and it casts really well. I mean, it's a medium action, which is perfect for just about all species. So yeah, all in all, I'd say this was a great rod. But waiting for the person to get a hold of me about their daughter winning that rod. It was definitely a fun one to use. Well, that's good. I'm glad everything's going good there, Robert. Sorry about that. Yeah, I sold that last year sometime. I don't even remember. Hey there, Barry. Hey, Brandon. Yeah, there's already enough idiots trying to slam the salmon right now. I've tried, but I'll tell you what, as happy and as excited as I was to get back into it this year, I don't know, man. I've already seen enough stupid people trying to snag that it's kind of ruined it for me. So one of these days, somebody's gonna get pushed in the water. Not in there. Okay, thanks for checking, Rick. I appreciate it. I've been tearing the house apart today trying to find it. And I mean, it was last minute thing. He just all of a sudden today had a guy pull in saying that they were going to tow it. So I got to figure this stuff out. But yeah, also tonight, another thing I wanted to mention, as far as these kids' tackle boxes go, I was going to do a separate giveaway on the channel for these, but I've decided, especially because people aren't really contributing to the channel at all, I am going to do giveaways on. I'm going to do at least one giveaway, maybe two on Facebook. That way, anybody in the Facebook world over there can have a chance. And what I'll do is I'll make a post about it, and I'll have them add all their kids on there. And again, I'll write all the kids down, but I'll do a special drawing on Facebook for a couple kids tackle boxes, and then as well on Instagram, I'll do that. So hopefully that can at least bring some more traffic to the channel, and then I can get it out to some more kids too. But I've got, 4 boxes here. I've got Spider-Man, and they're all like these boxes. Most of them didn't have anything in them, and I've been putting things in them, freedom baits and all kinds of other stuff. Anything that I can come across. I need to fill this one up more with a bunch of my stuff, but it's got decals in it and stuff. But one cool thing I wanted to talk about tonight is anybody, and I'm still waiting, if anybody wants to put kids into these drawings, get a hold of me. I mean, for real, it's a free rod for kids. I don't know why people wouldn't want to get in on it. But Widowmaker just donated a bunch of stuff into this, which I'm really excited about. I think there's 10, so this will be going out to 10 different kids. But they sent me these cool little baggies that are full of their tackle. And like I said, I think there's 10 packs of these in there. So what I'm gonna do is these next 10 kids that win rods, even this Dock Runner kid, once they get a hold of me, they will also get a pack of these as well. All this will go with them. So I mean, it comes with buggers. It comes with a bunch of their great ice fishing jigs, droppers. I mean, it's got all the favorite stuff: dragonflies, polka dots, and then they even I didn't realize Widowmaker had it, but they've got their own cool plastic tape. So yeah, but this is all going to go to kids. So I am excited and happy to have more companies helping out for sure. It's definitely nice. But yeah, I think they sent me 10 of these. So I will be sending the next 10 kids that win rods are going to get a pack of these too. So, as well as Freedom Baits a couple weeks ago sent me a whole bunch of stuff as well. So I've been adding all of this into the kids' giveaways, as well as they sent me a bunch of decals to add in. So I've been giving every kid that wins a rod gets a free decal, as well as some awesome plastics mixed in there too. So it's really been a great thing, and I'm hoping more businesses get into this because it'd be great just to one day be able to give away, big old tackle boxes full of tackle to kids and nice rods and stuff. So, hey, Slip, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Widowmaker is definitely great. Yeah, Widowmaker, they are just very kind, real good to me too. They always have been. But yeah, I am like I said, I'm giving away to each of the kids now. They are going to get a bunch of tackle as well. Even the kids that have already won, I've been sending them my own tackle and stuff, so they're still getting tackle regardless. But yeah, but one thing I want to talk about too this week, it's kind of new, and I noticed it last week myself when I was checking out somebody's channel. There is now a hype button that they are giving us. I think it's only to certain channels to test out right now, but the hype button will help me out a lot. So if you guys would hit that button again, it's just something free to. It doesn't hurt you at all, and it'll help the channel, but if you guys can hit that hype button, what it does is it just kind of puts it out there more, and it gives me a better chance to hit that algorithm. So the hype button could really help me out. And like I said, I just noticed it the other day, but it's definitely a nice addition to the channel. So I'm hoping enough people can watch my videos and like them and hype them. So that will help out a lot. The hype button should be right on the I mean, it should be right on the channel. From what I've seen on other people's channels, it's right by the subscribe thing, or is it maybe it's on the videos, hype this video. I don't know. Richard Bray, I believe he's been one of the ones that's been hyping me, so he could tell you. But I think all you gotta do is click that button. You don't see it. It might be on videos. It might be on videos. Let me see. But it's a hype button now. They didn't even tell me they were doing it. I just all of a sudden seen it the other day, and I was like, oh man, hopefully people can help me out with that. It's like the like button, but on steroids. Yeah, yeah. Hype is gonna help out a lot. Let's see if I can find it. Um, I haven't heard too much about it. I just know some people have told me about it. I'll have to figure this out more. I think it's when you're watching the video that it pops up. Hype this video or something. Maybe it's only on certain videos. I don't know. I don't know. Comes up on videos when you select the video to watch it. Okay. Thank you, Rich. Yeah, so if you guys select to watch the video, it'll pop up. So yeah, it would be nice, John, but a lot of kids don't seem to get on my channel, so and there's no way for me to tell if they're subscribed. I can't even tell. I mean, literally, I don't know who my subscribers are. Only you guys. Like, I can't tell who everybody is. So, what you want to come up and say hi? You over here bringing your bone? Come on, you can come say hi to everybody. Come on, sweetie. Come on. You ain't been up in a while. You can come up. You can come up, sweetie. Oh, I don't think you got up last week. It's on today's video. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so if you guys go to watch today's video, please click that hype button. Rick says, hi, jammers. Hi, jammers. You know what, Rick? It's funny. I was thinking that I don't know why. I thought Gemma was 5. But I just, today when I was tearing the house apart, looking for the title, she actually is 3. I thought she was older than that, but she's only 3. Her birthday was in 2022. So she might be 4. She's right in there. So, oh, Jen says she loves you, jammers. She loves you, Gemma. Uh, Thank you. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys can just like I said, hit that hype button. It's free and Richard says, "Hey jammers." He says, "Hey too." Big baby. You watched it but didn't see it. I'm wondering too though, maybe because see I didn't see it just now on my cell phone. Maybe it's if you watch it, I don't know if you have to watch it on the TV to see it or on the computer. Maybe it's just something that doesn't work on the cell phone. I'm not sure. Hey Dennis, how you doing, buddy? I hope you guys are having a good week. Like I said, it's been a really rough week for me. There hasn't been a lot going on. If you watched my recent video, oh, you did see it on your phone? Okay, so I guess it is. I guess it does work on cell phones. So I don't know. Just keep your eyes peeled, guys, for the hype button. If you see it, please click it. It does help the channel. It'll help me hopefully hit that algorithm, which I really need. So hit the chat. Not sure. Are you saying it's in? Is it part of like? Is there a hype button for the chat? Yeah, hype. Yep, there's a new button called hype. It's a hype button, and you just click. I mean, it says hype this video, and that's all you gotta do is click it. It's something they reached out to me about it, but I didn't really know. Hey, brand new. I don't watch sports, so it doesn't mean nothing to me. But sorry, Lions. On the phone, the height, the swipe left on the comments, and you'll see the hype option. Oh, it's okay. So it's on the live too. All right. Well, I appreciate that. You guys are kind of teaching me now because I didn't know much about it. But yeah, Robert's saying that if you swipe left on the comments, then you'll see the hype option. So, like I said, I'm probably gonna start. Oh, not on the live. Gotcha. I was getting so confused with those messages. It didn't make much sense. Not working for you. Probably have to do it on the videos themselves, Jen. I didn't think it would be for a live. I can't. I can't imagine being hyped up about a live anyway. But I don't know. Hopefully they make it a little more clear to people because it'll be nice. And once I can figure out the hype more, I will start posting about it on the videos. I am if you watch today's video, you'll see I deleted the ads at the end. I got a feeling most people don't watch them anyway. Instead of hit the video, um, instead of doing the ads at the end, I'm just gonna start doing it where I will have in the description, I'm gonna have it automatically saved where I have the Freedom Baits code and the Widowmaker code right in there instead of just running an ad at the end. Like I said, it shows me I can go to my analytics and see how long people are watching the videos, and 90% of the people don't watch the whole video. They just kind of scroll through and only see parts. So yeah, it feels like I'm just putting a little too much extra effort in there that people aren't seeing with the ads, so I probably won't run them anymore. I'll just run the codes on there for people. So you found it. Good, thanks, Barry. Now this week, if you watch the video, I did just put out a trout video. That's my newest video. That literally, I just filmed that yesterday. So that is a up-to-date video. I know my buddy June Nagel, he's probably not on right now. I don't think he gets on the lives. I think he watches it after, but I know he's been really wanting trout videos, and I've just been putting it off so much this season. But I am going to do it more this week. Like I said, right now there's been an awful lot of stupid people trying to snag salmon and stuff. I don't want to be around that, so I'm going to wait till that kind of stuff kind of peters off. But for now, I will start trout fishing more. We only have till the 30th to trout fish and on 90% of the streams in Michigan, so I am going to put some time in to try and get some more trout videos made up. Um, good question, Barry. I don't know. It's well over 1,000. I know that. I looked it up a couple months ago, and I know it's quite a ways over 1,000. Oh, okay. Thanks, Slip. You must have looked that up. That's good info. So I guess you can hit it 3 times a week. So if you already maybe if you already hyped up on somebody else's channel, it probably won't show right now, but thank you, Don. Thank you. It sure was fun. I didn't even know how many fish I caught till I got home, but I did because I never really do. I know I catch a lot of fish, but I went through the video content to edit, and I got 11 brook trout and 5 rainbows and 4 chubs. So it was definitely fun. Very busy, Barry. Very busy. That's why I am saddened. I mean, that it amazes me how slow this channel has been growing. I mean, I know I put in more work than a lot of people out there. I mean, I'm always filming, and lately I've been doing like 4 videos a week, which has been insane. And it hasn't really raised anything. The subscribe count and stuff's been really slow coming. I know it's that time of year too, though. You got to figure anybody out there with a channel, you got to put this in your mind that in the summertime people are too busy. They're out camping, they're out playing, they're party and stuff like that. There's just not much time for videos. But in the winter, and I know this is why my bread and butter is my ice fishing videos, more people are bored. More people they want to see fishing content just to scratch that itch. So I do know that this time of year just generally sucks for me, but yeah, winter will definitely get back up again, hopefully. So no, I didn't eat them last night. No, I actually, because after I got done trout fishing, I tried to salmon fish. I went down and casted for God, I don't know, 4 hours, um, but didn't get anything. I am, yeah. I will be deer hunting. In fact, I'm probably going to do that more. I mean, what sucks, I need to try and get a bunch of content in for you guys at least so that it's all saved up. Because the hardest part about doing deer hunting on the channel is, I could spend a few weeks out there targeting a nice buck, and then that entire time I'm not getting any content for you. So it's really tough for me to keep up on the videos while I'm deer hunting. It's always a hard time for me. So I don't know. I'm gonna try and get a bunch of videos. I'm gonna stop putting the Friday video out now that I'm kind of caught up for the season, and I'll start putting the same 2 videos on each week, and I'll start working on trying to pump it up to where hopefully I can, work at a nice buck for a couple weeks without having to worry about the content because it's always a stressor. It really is, worrying about whether I'm going to have content for next week or not. And this is something I want to mention too. Now that I'm thinking about content, and this mentally, this was probably my toughest break this week is the fact that I was pumping the extra video out a week because I thought, I got teal season, I got snipe season, I got small game coming up. I've got all this stuff coming that I'll be able to start, you know, putting videos out pretty hardcore. But to be honest, my snipe season totally ruined. There is not a snipe around the water. It's dried right up. I could walk that whole area where I find my snipe in tennis shoes. That is not a joke. It is a bad, bad thing. Yeah, I'm worried about that. And teal, they're either gone. I'm thinking they went through pretty fast because of that first really cold front we had. So I haven't seen. There was 4 teal in the harbor the one day just hanging out. Other than that, my teal spots that I like to hunt have been dry. So it's crushing me. Here I thought I'd be piling up videos this week, but I'm really not. It didn't give me much to do. So small game comes around. I do know that numbers are up this year for squirrels and rabbits. They're both doing really good this year. So I plan on getting at least a lot of squirrels. Yeah, the Arctic spinners, they work good. They definitely work good. But I can't be around negative people. If I see people out snagging and stuff, I just got to get away. It doesn't work for me. That's part of why I wanted to be a conservation officer. Yeah. No, it's I hear you, Barry. Hey farmer. How you doing, Joe? I could, Joe, but the thing is people don't seem to. I've tried it before where I just do almost like a diary through the season, but people don't want to watch those videos. You might, and I kind of like them, but the majority of the people, if it ain't got action, they ain't gonna watch it. And it's like, and deer hunting. I mean, you really sure I could be one of those goofs that go out and shoot a bunch of farmer tags and stuff. I ain't never gonna be that guy, but I could. But I mean, really, in reality, I'm only gonna shoot 1 to 2 deer a year. So that's 1 or 2 videos, that'll be any good. It does make it tough. There you go, Robert. I know they're doing really good over there. I know they're doing really good over there. I have not, brand new. I have not. I've only seen a few, and that was when they were crossing the road a while back. I haven't even heard that many this year. Usually, I hear them drumming all around, but I do think the numbers on them are down this year. Well, I'll tell you, John, I have been, especially after you showed me your frogs. I've been looking everywhere for some quality frogs, and I haven't. I mean, I'm only seeing little frogs. I haven't seen any good frogs. I've even been to marshes like for the teal and stuff. And because and I would go at night, but one of the many dumb rules we have here in the state of Michigan is you cannot use artificial light to hunt for frogs. So if I do go out at night, I can only use the moon. Like this state is such a train wreck for conservation. I swear. Well, the birds, see, I'm gonna guess that they are further out because that bay that I hunt, and I mean I walked along. You could probably drive out there right now for a long way, but they're gonna be so far out in that bay that I can't get to them on foot. I mean, I would die by the time I got out to them. It's a long way out to that water. So yeah, I've never seen it this dry. I mean, it was dry like this one time for a short period, but it's pretty bad right now. And even there's another marsh I like to hunt for them, and that one's dried up too. I checked it the other day. So they they do obviously they like mud flats, but they also have to have moist mud flats because snipe they're in there just like woodcock are in the woods. They need some moist ground because they're actually sticking those long beaks in the ground in the mud. The snipe are to get the bugs and stuff like that. And if the water is dried up to where I can walk in shoes, it's not moist enough for bugs. They're going to be having to go out where they can find them. So it sucks. Yeah, teal ain't even worth it. I'll tell you that. Second floor is. I have been looking. I haven't heard of anybody doing good. In fact, I've seen some idiots post pictures of wood ducks. Somebody does that every year. Somebody will go out and shoot the wrong bird and post them on Facebook. That's the easiest way to get a ticket. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. There's 44 of you watching, only 28 thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Um, yeah, I don't believe any of that, Robert. I don't. I hear it. I see it. Just like all the, it's. Don't get me started on that, man. It's like the TB and all that other crap. but yet they were thinking, hey, we could pay 20 bucks to start doing the bait piles again. So basically, as long as you spend some money, it's okay if we can spread the diseases. I don't believe any of it. I think it was all made up. It's all just a bunch of crap. Again, state of Michigan. In my opinion, we have the worst state when it comes to conservation. You got a good amount of partridge in my Cato. I haven't seen any, man. I haven't seen any. Oh, hopefully they're hanging around you. Yeah, I hear you, Don. Yeah, that's what I don't understand either, John. I almost wonder, and I never understood how this worked, but at one point I heard we were selling water to Canada. I don't know if that's something that's going on again or what, but it just seems awfully weird to me that it literally, like you're saying, we had rain. It wasn't a dry summer. This was one of the best summers I remember. We at least had like a little bit of rain each week, enough to keep the garden going. And it definitely has not been dry enough for the lakes to be the way they are. It makes no sense. Hey, there you go, second floor. Nice. Nice. I know yeah, Richard told me yesterday that his wife just got done doing that kind of stuff too. That's got to be good. I've been freezing stuff. I mean, I've been working for those of you that might not know cuz I know I just kind of taught this to Rick the other day. You can freeze cabbage. I mean, obviously if you freeze it, it's not going to be nice and crunchy for like coleslaw and stuff like that. However, it is something that you can blanch and freeze. I mean, it'll be softer, obviously, but it's great for soups, great for roasts, things like that. So I have God, I grew a bunch of cabbages this year because I really love cabbage, especially in a nice beef roast or even a venison roast. So I grew 8 cabbages and they got real big. I gave Rick one the other day, but yeah, so it's nice. I'll have lots of soup, lots of roast stuff. I've got a whole pile of carrots in there. I grew a ton of carrots this year because I do love carrots in my roasts and stuff too. So hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah. I'm only planning on getting one deer. Who knows if I've got time and things go right, I might get two, but I'm only really planning on one. So they're gonna say that though, Robert. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like COVID. Don't get me going on that either. Somebody could die from some other kind of illness and they're going to call it that. Just like EHD, just like any of the state is just out trying to make their money and trying to get away with what they can. It's a crooked ass state. It just is. You know, some the other day, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I was talking to I read a column about the town that Nicole Stone lives in. Okay. If you guys ever watch Nicole Stone, she is a really great outdoors woman. She fishes hardcore. She catches more fish than most men I know. But I did watch a or read a big column the other day about it. And, you know, it's pretty interesting. In Minnesota, they have a daily limit of only 5 panfish. That could be bluegill, sunfish, crappie, rock bass. If you think about it, 5 big, good quality panfish, that is more than enough for a good meal for a person. And if you need more than that, you take, let's say you're feeding your family, take your wife, take your kid, they can get their 5 too. That 5 apiece is more than enough for a meal. And in doing that, it causes people to be a lot more picky about what they keep. And it's just going to create a way better system. That's why, no matter what, you look at the fishing and stuff that's going on over there, it is way better than Michigan will ever be. And that is because of how stupid the state of Michigan is. And it's not just the 5 apiece panfish rule. They've also got northern pike. You cannot keep a pike over there between 30 and 40 inches. Okay, I love my pike that are 30, 32. However, that creates so many more trophy size fish, and their limits are way shorter too. I mean, basically everything over there is a whole lot different. When I told her that our panfish were 25, she bought crap. She's like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah." And I told her the perch used to be 50. I mean, it's there is a lot of bad stuff that we do here in Michigan, and if you ask me, it's just a money state. That is the only thing that the state of Michigan actually cares about anymore. You go over to Minnesota or Wisconsin, you see not only bigger tackle shops because that's where the money's at. They're putting their love into all that. So the people with tackle shops over there, they're doing good. A lot of Michigan tackle shops, pretty dang small, and that's because they can't really stretch out. Michigan's fisheries suck, and they always will until we get somebody that gets in there and does a better job. Hey there, Max. How you doing, buddy? Very few kings. Hey, at least you got one. There you go. I heard. I knew that they're around because they're starting to come up around here too. But yeah, West Side always starts before us, and you always got to figure too, guys. The further north you go, the more you're going to find earlier too, because it goes by temperature. No matter what, everything goes by temperature. Yeah, Coho's really good. I like Coho. Yeah, that is the way to go, but like I said, they're just barely starting here. There's only been a couple caught, so it's slow. It's way early. People jump the gun. It cracks me up. It's an every year thing. I can always count on people just totally jumping the gun on everything. I'll hear people in September ask me, if the burbot are in. Really, all you got to do is a little bit of research to figure that stuff out. It doesn't take much, but 7.5. Are you talking inches or? We got some lakes up here that are so tiny, and people will go in, they will brag to me about how they're catching so many big ones and keeping so many limits. And then all of a sudden, 1 week later, they'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know what happened. They used to be so good." I wonder. It doesn't, people just, I don't know. People in general are so stupid. Big ones are gone. Are they gone or are they down deep? Because I know, like, my videos I showed you. You're not even going to find the big ones anywhere near the shallows this time of year, and even the big ones, they're really hard to find because they're going to be suspended. They're going to be in their own little groups. It's it's not easy, that's for sure. But 7.5. That definitely doesn't mean they can't be stunted. That's for sure. They clear them out in spring and on the beds. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Um, I didn't have any in mind. However, what I was gonna do, John, and I'm sure you'll be happy with this too. Um, they still got to be in there, slip, and I'm gonna tell you why. I definitely don't agree with people cleaning off beds. That makes me mad every single year. But you got to figure too. There's always beds that cannot be seen that are right. They don't have to be the ones they clean out are usually in the super shallow water, which it's way too easy for people to do. But there's always some too that you'll barely see. They're like out off the drop, and a lot of them people that try to clear off the beds, they miss those. So I think that's kind of our godsend to kind of keep things going even with our bad conservation towards deer. Even when people shoot off way too many deer, there's always a few that are hiding in the woods that are going to be able to at least repopulate over time. So, well, I'm gonna tell you, second floor. The funny thing about that is, even with larger bag limits, you could only legally keep twice that bag limit in your freezer at all times, legally in the state of Michigan. Most DNR don't push that, but if you say, because even like you're saying there, 25 bluegills, that's a big fish fry. That's a full family fish fry right there. But if you did because how many times a year do you go out and keep all those too? Let's say it was you, your wife, and a couple kids or something on the boat. If it was five, you could still keep the 20. Like it's still you throw some fries in there. That's a good one. Hey, thanks, Misha Digger. I appreciate that. They're probably running low. I heard that they were and they haven't been ordering, so that's on them. Um, if you're only going to fish a few times a year, it wouldn't matter. You go out and you catch the few that you want, and I'm just saying it's better conservation wise. I get what you're saying about wanting to keep a whole bunch, but it's way better for conservation. I can't read your message, Barry. I can't do that when I'm not quite yet, Andy. The one thing I am going to do, John, people got my mind going here. I am going to spin the wheel tonight. I haven't done it for a while, mostly because my money has been. I've been paying a lot of money to ship these kids rods. I don't think you guys realize how much this is costing out of my pocket. But I am going to spin the wheel for those of you that are on the Patreon account. I did go through there. I'm going to tell you right now, I cleaned a lot of you out the other day because I realized a lot of people hadn't been paying in quite a while, and I still had them on the list. So it's probably good that I haven't been doing the giveaway lately because people would have been getting it for nothing. Um, hey, Lewis, how you doing? Well, there you guys go. You can talk about the peers. I'm not going to put that stuff out there. But now people know. All right, gonna do a drawing for those of you that are still patrons. Um, if you can even see it. I don't know why this thing's not giving me much. You can't hardly see it. Hey, Bill Nemitz, very good. I don't think he's on here, but Bill Nemitz and Yellow Dog. I'm assuming he has a lab, so I will reach out to Bill and I'll make sure I get him something sent out. So thanks, Lewis. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the trout stuff. That's definitely one of my favorites. All right, guys, I'm going to do this auction. Like I said, somebody won this. Chuck H won this a few weeks ago and never actually paid up. So I am going to re-auction this off. If anybody wants to bid on this is a box packed full of all kinds of LT Outdoors lures. It's got everything, including the lures that ain't even out yet, which I know I'm really excited for this winter. I'm probably going to bring these out in December, and they're going to be epic. Thank you, Robert. They are going to be really great. These are the Dizzy droppers. They have the drop chain like Haley does on them, and they're. I already tested them. I will have a video coming out. Dennis is at 50 right now. There's a whole bunch of colors. I will be having a video come out showing me perch fish with these, the perch hammer them. I knew they would because basically they're just my version of a Haley, and they work even better. They got better colors. They've got rattles in them. You can't get a Haley with a rattle. So Dennis H right now is at 50 bucks. Thank you very much. We're at 50 right now. Yeah, it's pretty. The thing I want to tell you, like I said, I don't want to get into the salmon stuff too much because the piers are getting crazy enough as it is. But I will say this: you always got to remember, guys, that the fish are going to stage, which means they hang out outside of the rivers and stuff before they actually come in. They have to wait for the temperatures to be right before they work up that river. So, don't I would not if you're looking for salmon, don't go up the rivers just yet because honestly, they're not going to be in there. It's too cool. The west side, they're starting to get some, but again, it gets cooler over there than it does over here. So, um, but yeah, they're always this early in the season. They're going to be staging. But Dennis is at 50 right now. 50 bucks, guys. Like I said, it's got all the new lures in here. The Dizzy droppers. They rattle real loud. They've got dropper chains. No, it's not a secret for most people, but once people start piling in, you get all those stupid people that like to snag. And yes, they are all stupid. I'll show you. Show me a snagger, I'll show you white trash. That is for sure. All right, 50 bucks, guys. Dennis H is at 50 right now on this box full of LT stuff. There's tons of pounders in here, tons of drunken dizzies, everything else, bottom pounders, things like that. Um, Lots of good stuff. So 50 bucks. Gonna let it go just for another 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds, if nothing else, and Dennis gets this for $50. Much appreciated. So we're at 50 right now. Gonna go 15 seconds left on the clock. 50 bucks, Dennis. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 55. Barry comes in at 55. He was waiting on the clock. All right, 55 right now, guys. 55 bucks. I don't remember how many items are in this. It's 1 pound, 1 ounce. So there is a lot of pounders and stuff in here. Originals and all the new ones. So we're at 55 right now, guys. 55 bucks. There's even a bunch of the panty harnesses in here, which if you've been watching my drifting videos, I've been drifting with those. And yes, they do work for walleye. I caught a 21-inch walleye last week on one of those. And there's a bunch of 2.0s in here. Literally, this box is as packed as I could get it. So We're at 55 right now, 55 bucks. I did too today when I was cleaning. I found a bunch of decals that I thought I was totally out of. So I will toss in a decal with this too. So I wish it was heavier than it is though, John. That's why people still go out and put in that time being stupid. It's ridiculous. 55 guys, 55. 10 seconds I'm going to do. We're at 55 right now. Barry has it at 55. 5, 4, 3, 2. You got him, Barry. 55. It's definitely a heck of a deal. That's a lot of stuff. But I do appreciate that. Thank you guys. Like I said though, it's I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can right now. Um, no, it's fine, Barry. Just send. I mean, I'll get it sent out to you. It's not a problem. You have no idea how many things I've been shipping. It's been crazy. I mean, even like I said, these kids rods that I'm shipping, and at this point, I'm doing one a week just because I can't afford. It's been at least 40 bucks a week to ship these things. So, hey there, Dan. Hey, at least you got a teal. I ain't been able to find any, man. I seen 4 just hanging out at the harbor at beginning of season. I should have went down and smoked them because I haven't seen any since. So exactly, John. Exactly. Yep. I just called or texted both officers tonight about a guy, which I don't care. People can say snitches get stitches, but go for it. I will if I see somebody snagging, I am the first person that's gonna either call or push them in the water. So just saying. I appreciate that. Too small. I have been seeing a lot of geese, Dan, but the problem is I'm not seeing them in the fields. I'm only seeing them down like at the harbor, but they're hanging. I think somebody must have already went down there and shot at them because they're hanging out in the corner that you can't hunt at. So, and they're flying. They've got the fly zone down. I mean, they fly out in a way that you wouldn't get a shot down there either. So, but yeah, normally this time of year the fields are full and everything, but also this year I seen them take down the wheat fields quicker than they normally do, at least by a week or two, and that makes a big difference. It makes a big difference because then, those geese can show up a little earlier, they can eat out whatever grain is left on the fields, and then once they're done, they move on. So, a lot of the fields have been wrecked this year, that's for sure, and it's a shame, but I am waiting though for small game. Once that opens, I am going to start pounding a bunch of squirrels. If you guys keep up on my videos, you'll see I did some squirrel nachos and I did squirrel tacos. Those were really good. And the next time I get some squirrels, I'm gonna do some squirrel fajitas. So, all right, thank you, Barry. Thank you. I'll get it sent out to you. Oh, two small flocks of teal. That's crazy. I haven't been seeing any. I haven't been seeing any. No, it's definitely not a lot considering I mean this weather's been there should be there should be a bunch of geese with this weather. Everything just seems off this year. I don't know what's going on. But this week though, if you guys followed, I did the trout video yesterday using this little Zebco Dock Demon, and it's a great rod. Even though it's like under 3 feet, it's great. And what I think's cool about this, and honestly, I mean, I would swap out the reel for ice time, but a kid could ice fish with this as well. So it's definitely a multi-function rod. I do like that. I mean, that's something that I could probably get away using all season. So but it worked great, and that's something this week I'm gonna do at least one more time. I'll get out and do some more trout fishing. I'll probably go again tomorrow. I'm holding off on the salmon. Like I said, there's too many fools out right now doing stupid stuff, and I'd rather wait for a while when they start spreading out, going other places. But as far as squirrel hunting goes, I'm hoping to get a bunch this year. Last year, my record, it was my personal record of all time too, was 9 red squirrels plus my limit of regular squirrels. I am going to try and get more red squirrels this year. If you haven't eaten them already, they are delicious. There's nothing wrong with a red squirrel. Sure, you don't get as much meat out of them, but there's no use in there's no use in not taking them. You're allowed an unlimited amount of them, and it's open. I mean, really, I could go out and hunt them right now if I wanted. It's open year round, but I like to wait till the season opens. At that point, usually there's less chance of worms in there. So yeah, I don't think I was quite alive when it was legal. When I mean, it was illegal when my I don't know how many people are gonna like this. I really don't care. But when I was a kid, my dad bought me my first camera, my first video camera, because he knew that I wanted to be a DNR officer, and I used to go down and I would literally go down and watch just to take people's info down and send it to my buddy at the time, Mike Wells. I don't. He's probably retired now. It was a long time ago, but I got a video camera for Christmas, and I started using that to get good videos for him. So, yep, I definitely it's in my blood. I got no love for poachers, that's for sure. Yeah, the corn that's definitely a thing too. I know when the corn comes down, it'll make a difference. And I heard the other day from Rick that somebody in West Branch is doing all right, but our geese definitely ain't around right now. Not in the numbers they should be. Honestly, John, I mean, the whole freaking state's loaded with spots for brookies. I mean, you can, yeah, there's more up north, but you can go just about anywhere. And the west side of the state is even better. I mean, there's the big browns and stuff, and all them little streams up there is insane. Hey, there you go. Nice, Lewis. Good job. I'm still hoping I can find a master angler, Rocky. I mean, I talked to somebody recently that got one out there on Higgins, and I know that's where I got to go to get them. That's my only option, really. For those of you, I see there's people on that weren't on before, so I want to show you if you've got any kids put in on the kids fishing rod giveaways. Widowmaker Lures just sent me these cool packages. I believe there's 10 of them in here with all different lures in them, shimmer jigs and stuff like that, and tungsten buggers. But yeah, they sent me all these so I can start sending these out as well for the kids, which is really cool. I like that I can get tackle, and there's this neat little measuring tape in there, which is really great. I used to have one of those I actually tied to the top of my shanty so I could always just pull it down and measure my fish. But yeah, they put together this really nice package, so I'm super excited about that. But it'll be fun to give these away to any kids. But as far as hunting and stuff goes, I don't see anything going on my channel until September 15th comes around, and hopefully that doesn't all get ruined for some weird reason too, because I definitely had big dreams come this goose season and teal and that and snipe. And I mean, even the rails, I couldn't believe there wasn't no rails. It's been pretty bad. Everything's messed up. I know there's rails out on the backwaters of the ponds and stuff, but I need a push pole to go out there and get them with the boat. So that's kind of an issue. Yeah, they are good people. Widowmaker is a good company for sure. They're nice people. Patreon, basically you just go to patreon.com, you sign up, and the way Patreon works is it's a way to it's a monthly payment you can do towards any channel that you choose to help out. Basically all the big name channels are on there because YouTube doesn't pay you very much at all. So when people do the membership on here, I appreciate it, but they're gonna take like 60 to 70% of that out of it. So I really end up getting like nothing. So I mean it sucks, but the Patreon stuff definitely helps out. Um, you have memberships? Mine's just I think it's anywhere from like $2 to $20, and all you got to do is donate. You sign up for it, whatever the monthly amount is, and yeah, it puts you in for. I try to do the monthly giveaways for a while, and like tonight I did the one, but it's it can be tough at times because um, I got to write down Bill Nemitz too before I forget. But I've been putting so much money into the kids giveaways that it's been tough. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. It helps a lot. Um, it helps a lot, and that is why a lot of the other big name YouTubers and stuff got into it, is because YouTube takes so much money out of it, even out of they even take all the money out of the channel views and stuff. They make a lot of money off of us. We don't make that much. So any little bit of help is great. Um, Islam, give me a break. Yeah, I'm gonna hide you on the channel. I don't need that trash. Oh, well, thanks, Lewis. I'm glad, man. It is nice too. I watch my own channel because there ain't very many channels I actually like. There's not many that I can sit there and watch all the way through. I will name a few. Tug Trash. I got hooked on because of Richard Bray here. He turned me onto them, and they do some outstanding work down in Florida and other areas. And then Richard Jean, the fishing machine, is a favorite of mine, and then Nicole Stone Outdoors too, if you want to watch. Um, a good video that's up in Minnesota area. So yeah, lots of cool stuff though. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, those gills I like. I mean, a lot of people. It's funny when I say that bluegills are one of my favorite thing to fish for. They're like, oh, but they're so easy and they're not that big. And it's like, obviously they don't know how big they can get and how much they fight when they're that big. I mean, it's definitely hard to beat giant panfish. They will always hold a high place in my heart. That's for sure. That is for sure. This week, though, I'm not sure. I know I'm gonna do some more trout fishing. I'm gonna try and get more chubs. Hopefully, you guys watch my chub catch and cook. They are very delicious. I did keep a few the other day. I haven't eaten them yet, but I've got them ready anyways, and I'm gonna try and get a bunch more though. There's definitely some big ones in the backwaters. I don't get that many of them in there though. They seem to average decent. I mean, I'll get a lot of 7 to 8 inch good eaters and stuff, but the big ones are definitely harder to find in those ponds. That's for sure. Well, that's cool, Lewis. Make sure you tell him I said hi. I like to hear that stuff. I did meet a lot of great people this past weekend, for Labor Day weekend. I sang 3 days straight. I sang down well, one day I sang at Northwoods, but 2 days straight at Shopmakers here in Harrisville. And that was fun because it was the first time in my life I got to sing on a stage, and it was very exciting, and the crowd was big and constant, they kept changing, so there was always new people coming through. It was really a good time, but I did meet a lot of good subscribers and just nice people this past weekend. It was a fun weekend, I'll say that. But the week itself, like I said, the week itself has been kind of crap. Hasn't been much going on. So thanks, Lewis. Appreciate that. Yeah, tonight I am gonna work on another video, but it's just gonna be something I'm trying to fill in. Like I said earlier, if you guys missed out, I am gonna try and deer hunt this year because I've been seeing some really nice bucks, and it'd be stupid of me not to. So I'm gonna try to at least get one buck. But again, I gotta try and back up some videos so you guys got something to watch while I'm out there trying to plug away to get a deer. It definitely takes a lot out of the channel when I'm doing that. And I'm thinking I'm not 100% because I did check the trappers. Um, oh, what the heck was the name of it? I checked the fur prices today. I think it was Trapper today, maybe, but the fur prices are going to be absolutely horrible. I think they're going to be worse than they've been. So I don't know. I might run a week long coon line just to get you guys some trapping content. But other than that, I mean, even our beavers and stuff. Since the last time I tore it up, their populations are down. That is for sure. Yeah, Rick and I are talking about maybe getting out and doing some walleye fishing. I do want to get out too and do some more trolling. In fact, I would really like to try this week. I bought them a couple years back, but they're these like micro planer boards, and I bought them because I have a hard time seeing when a fish hits. So I really want to try. I really want to try to get in on the trolling with those planer boards. It's definitely a lot nicer. I haven't heard anything good about skunks. Even in the thing I read today, Dan. I mean, it said I think they said that the skunk essence was like $20. I don't know, $20 an ounce or something, and the pelts themselves aren't going to be too crazy. So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see the only thing that I read that was any good was Bobcat, and it was not our Bobcats. It's just like all the rest of them. It's always the out west stuff. I did see Western Bobcats were going to be really high, but not ours. Michigan doesn't have what's known as the best quality fur. I mean, it's better than Ohio, Indiana, and stuff like that, but it's still not the best. People like to buy the Western stuff. They did say there's going to be somewhat of a beaver sale this year because of the hat market, just like it's been, but I don't see it being worth going after them. That's for sure. If I do the coons, it's just going to be out of pure respect for the birds and stuff, trying to slim down the populations because there is an insane amount of coons out there since people haven't been trapping them. But yeah, this week though, I am going to try. I'm thinking I want to get some more pike fishing in too, but I'm going to do more trout fishing as much as I can anyway because the season's going to be ending here soon. The whiter, the better. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I'll look again when I get off. But from what I read tonight, it's not going to be anything really worth going out and getting those pelts for on the skunks. I mean, it's probably going to be better than it was the past couple years, but not by much. We'll see. I have a hard time believing a lot of places, especially when I talk to the fur. If you call up the fur auction places, a lot of them will throw you a bunch of crazy numbers, and then it ends up being nothing. So I don't know. It's definitely not something easy to make money at anymore, especially with the prices of gas. It's been really tough. I did have somebody comment the other day. I didn't respond back, but they said something about how as much as I use the bonitas on the show, that I should reach out to brands and have them make my own. Um, as much as I like that idea, I can't because I'm under contract with Freedom, and it would just be very disrespectful for them to do something like that. I can't. I have to kind of stay in my lane with all that. I mean, I know it would definitely be something for me, and I know I could probably sell more that way, but it's just a respect thing. Can't be doing that to people. Oh, well, I'm going to hop off early, guys. Like I said, it's been a crap week. I hope you guys all have a good week. I will chat with you next weekend, and hopefully, I got a lot more to talk about. So, hope you guys have a great night. And again, congratulations to Bill Nemitz and Barry on the box tonight. I will chat with you guys next weekend. Dog's got to go potty anyway. So, have a good night, guys.